In this video, I'm going to look at a budget laptop home studio setup for beginners, specifically a Windows-based laptop. Now, if you're looking at getting into music production and you have a laptop or are thinking of getting a laptop, then this video should help you to set up a bit of a home studio so you can start making music. I'm Zane. Welcome to Simple Green Tech, where I do weekly audio tech tips, tutorials, and reviews to help you conquer the tech and unleash your creativity. Now, I've linked to all of the products mentioned in this video down in the description, so you can easily head down there and check out any of this stuff for yourself. So first up, let's talk about the laptop itself. Now, you don't need a powerful gaming laptop to make music. My laptop over here is a 6th gen Intel i5 laptop, and it's really not that powerful, but I can make music on that thing no problem. Now, one thing that might come into play is the amount of RAM that's on your laptop. Now, I recommend getting at least a minimum of 8 gigabytes of RAM. More is better, of course, but you can get away with having less RAM if you absolutely have to. About 4 years ago, I was making music on a laptop that had 3 gigabytes of RAM on it. And, it worked for some smaller projects. I know things have gotten bigger, programs have gotten bigger, and the needs have gotten greater. So you may not be able to get away with 3 gigabytes anymore, but there's still 32-bit DAWs out there, which we're going to talk about in a little bit. And once you have your laptop, you can actually start making music right away. If you plan on making music inside the box, meaning you're using virtual instruments and maybe some loops and samples, things like that to make your music, you're not recording real world instruments or your voice into your computer. So if you have your laptop and maybe a set of earbuds, you can start making music right away. I do recommend maybe investing in a bit better pair of headphones, but you can use earbuds if you have to. Now, the one thing that you're going to need on your laptop is a DAW or digital audio workstation. And this is the software that's used to make music. And like I said, I'm going to get into that a little later in the video, so stick around. Now, if you plan on recording audio at all, like a guitar or your voice or something like that, then you should invest in an audio interface. And you can get one like this. This is the Behringer UM2. It's very budget friendly. So it has a mic input and it also has a line input in there. And you get an instrument input for recording your guitars or bass guitar, whatever. And this works for a singer-songwriter type of setup or a solo musician that's just creating music on his own. Something like this will give you CD quality audio. But of course, if you need more inputs and outputs, there are other audio interfaces, something like my Audient ID44 back there, or Focusrite or Behringer make some audio interfaces with a lot more inputs and outputs. Plus, there are many other brands out there. If you're a drummer, you're going to want at least 4 inputs on your audio interface. 8 is recommended. So invest in what you need and what you can afford. I'll be sure to link to a few options down in the description so you can check those out. And once you have your audio interface and say you want to record some audio into your computer, like your voice, you're going to want to look at some microphone options. And there are 2 main types of microphones. There's dynamic and condenser microphones. Dynamic mics are really good at rejecting background sound, and they don't require phantom power, but most audio interfaces nowadays have phantom power, so that shouldn't be a consideration for you. Now, a condenser mic will require phantom power, and it's a lot more sensitive. So if you're trying to pick up really good detail in your voice or in your guitar, then you might want to get a condenser microphone, but keep in mind, it does pick up some of the surrounding sounds that are around you, whereas a dynamic mic might reject some of those sounds. Now, a couple of budget condenser microphones that you might want to consider are the MXL 990, which I have right back here. And also there's the Audio Technica AT2020, which is another great budget condenser microphone. Now, for dynamic mics, I highly recommend getting the Shure SM57, as this mic will grow with you. You can continue using this mic later on in your music career. Now, it's not the most budget friendly, but it's not super expensive either. I think it's usually around $99 and maybe sometimes under $99. It's a great value. The mic sounds great. You can use it on your voice and you can use it for miking up guitar cabinets or whatever. It's an extremely versatile microphone. Now on the budget side of things, the Behringer XM8500 dynamic microphone is a decent budget price microphone. You can use this on your voice, you can use it on guitar cabinets or whatever. It's extremely versatile, just like the SM57. It just might not have the same sort of tone that the SM57 has, which is fine for starting out with. This can be a great microphone for you, and I think it goes for around $20 or $30. And I'll be sure to link to it down in the descriptions so you can check out what the current pricing is on this. Now, a couple of optional items that you don't absolutely need, but you might want to invest in are first, a MIDI keyboard, something like this M-Audio Keystation 32. This is a very budget priced MIDI keyboard. It gets the job done. It doesn't have any fancy features really to it, but for playing the piano or other instruments with it, it works great. And I think this goes for around $60. I can't remember. I bought it quite a while ago, but check the link in the description for the latest pricing on this. Now, another optional item is studio monitors. So I have these budget priced Mackie CR3s. I think you can see them here. And those are very budget friendly, and they are a great step up from either using your laptop's built-in speakers or using some of those cheesy desktop speakers that are made out of plastic. So all of this stuff connects together very easily. You have your audio interface that connects by USB and it's powered by USB. Well, most of them are. There's some bigger ones like the Audient ID44 you have to plug into the wall. But a lot of these smaller ones you just plug into your laptop and they'll be powered by the laptop. And same with the MIDI keyboard, that's powered by the laptop. So you just plug in your USB. The speakers connect to the back of the audio interface. They require power. So those aren't the most portable thing. And your microphones will be powered by the audio interface if they require phantom power. If they don't require phantom power, you don't need to worry about power. Just plug it in and turn it up. Now, one of the things that are really overlooked in a home studio are cables. So you're going to want to get some XLR cables and 1/4-inch cables if you plan on recording some instruments. You'll need those 1/4-inch cables. And if you're recording microphones, you'll want the XLR cables. Now, I know there are those XLR to 1/4-inch cables. For microphones, stick with the XLR to XLR cables. That will give you the best results for audio quality, as it's going to go through your mic preamp in your audio interface. Sometimes those 1/4-inch cables, they bypass the mic preamp, so you're not getting the full sound that you should be out of your microphone. And condenser microphones absolutely need the XLR cable so you can pass the phantom power through to the microphone. Okay, so you have all of this stuff, it's all connected, and you're ready to start making music. Now you just need the software on your computer. And there are a lot of great free options out there. CAKEWALK by BandLab is an incredible free DAW or digital audio workstation, and it's unlimited, so you're not limited in any way with CAKEWALK by BandLab. You can have unlimited tracks, you can add your own VST plugins, which are instruments or effects that you can add in. There's a lot out there that you can grab for free. Subscribe to my channel for a lot of videos on those. And another digital audio workstation that's absolutely free and unlimited, and I highly recommend, is Traction WAVEFORM. This is a program that I use every day. I find it incredibly intuitive. The layout of the user interface is really well done. It allows me to just focus on making music, which is what I want to do. And the third option is SOUNDBRIDGE. Again, it's another unlimited free digital audio workstation. Now for some paid options, a lot of people like FL Studio for starting out with. It's one that I started out with. And the great thing about it is you purchase it once and you get lifetime updates for free. So I bought it many, many years ago, and I'm still getting the current FL Studio for free. And it's one of the first programs that I install whenever I get a new computer. FL Studio can be great for beat makers, but if you create rock styles of music, it can be great for that too. Now, another really popular program is Ableton Live. Again, it's great for beat makers or rock people or whatever type of music you want. It just has a bit of a different workflow. So what I recommend is trying out a few of these DAWs or digital audio workstations and seeing which one works best for your style and your workflow. Now, I'll link to one of my videos that has a bunch of the best digital audio workstations for beginners. You can check out that video and maybe decide on a few that you can try out, or try the ones that I mentioned in this video. and see if any of those work for you. You don't have to listen to all of the people that say, well, this program's better than that program, or that program's better than this program. It's whatever program works best for you, because whatever you're comfortable with and you're good at using, you're going to create the best music with that program, regardless of if it's the best program according to some guy on a forum somewhere. And the same goes for your audio interface and any of the other equipment. If you're good at using that audio interface or whatever other equipment you have, you're going to create great music with that audio interface or with that MIDI controller, regardless of what somebody else says. Now, I hope this video has put you on the right path for setting up your laptop home studio. And if you want to check out some of the best free digital audio workstations, click up here, or click down here to see what YouTube recommends. If you like this video, can you please give it a thumbs up? Also, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more videos from me. Thank you so much for watching for Simple Green Tech. I'm Zane. Keep creating, and we'll talk soon.